when we're traveling for the first time, when I came to meet you and we're traveling to Akure to see your parents, you made a statement to me that I can never forget. You said that, I hope you know that the reason I'm with you is not because you're a virgin. I stole a smile. You know that, you know, if not for a situation, I'd have been taller than you.
What situation? What stopped you from being taller?
It's because, you know, God just said, you know, just to, anyways. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Victoria Ayodele Fash. If it's your first time here, thank you so much for joining me. For a returning subscriber, you know I love you, you know I appreciate you so much. Thank you for always coming back. All right, so today I have my assistant here with me, right? He's come here to, you know, do the Lord's work. Based on, you know, the last video we did together, so many of you were like, oh, we want your husband more on the channel and all of that. So today I have brought him, right, to come and, you know, try to give us a perspective, bring his wisdom, you know, to this channel. So in the past couple of days we've been talking. Anyways, before I move on, before you will say I didn't introduce him, can you please introduce yourself?
My name is personal assistant to Oga Madam. My name is Wole, and thank you guys for having me.
Okay guys, so today we've actually been talking since we got back on, you know, trying to analyze the situation. This is supposed to be an uncut video. Hopefully it will still be, because with the way we've been going back and forth.
No worries.
Yeah, so this is supposed to be an uncut video, just us having conversation, you know, from a guy's perspective, because in the last couple of videos I've done about doing the do on my channel, so many of you always talk about the fact that I always talk about the lady, you know, and nobody's talking about the guys. And I always say that I'll be a hypocrite to talk about guys, because I don't really know how you guys think, because obviously the way you guys think is different from the way we think, right? And you know, today I just want to, you know, I just want us to have a conversation, right? We don't have any topic per se that we want to talk about, but we want to talk about
theme or area of focus.
Yeah, our theme or our area of focus is on, you know, how guys really think about sex. Like, how is their mindset really like? Is it really true what we assume as ladies, you know, about, you know, doing the do basically with guys, whether in or outside of marriage, right? So are you ready to be put on the hot seat?
I'll try.
You try. Anyways,
you see what I know come out.
You know, you come out here.
Okay. Most, yeah.
Anyways, guys, so today, okay, right. So we're talking about okay, the first question, let me just start with that I have is it true that guys always think about sex? What?
To a point, yes.
Okay.
But not in the sense of constant repeated thoughts about sex. It's just that everything revolves around it. At certain age and time, as a male, you will think more about sex. But after you pass that phase, more often than not, your positioning, all of those would be focused on if you can get laid or not. That's especially if you're not a Christian and all that. So because
wait.
You have nothing holding you back.
So you're saying that at a time you're thinking about it, and then the second time you're thinking about if you will get laid. So you are still thinking about sex? Yes,
but it's not a constant thought now. It's just that, let's say for instance, you must have noticed it before, like if you have a gathering of female and and one female enters their middle, you notice that almost all of them, their attitude will change. They will start to position subconsciously. Some of them will start to speak better English. Some of them will start to adjust their dressing and all that.
It was doing when it was chasing me up and down.
So
then
it's at that point, it may not be because they are automatically expecting that. But you know, it's just in the subconscious that, okay, let me position, maybe, you know, in the hope that maybe someday in the not too distant future I'm gonna get.
No, but is that really what guys always think about when they see a lady?
More often than not, I think it's just a biological programming.
So wait a minute. Even a guy who is serious about dating, right? You're serious about settling down. So when you see your future wife, what are the first few things that will cross your mind? Is sex one of the first few things? Like, is it like that for you guys?
Some. I don't think everyone. For instance, me.
When you saw me,
okay, no.
Did you read? Be honest. Nobody's gonna criticize.
I think I've said it before that how I know that I truly like a girl.
Yeah.
Is that sex is not the first few things on my mind. I know that I truly like a girl is that I'm not scheming to get her in my bed. But so I'm a lot more relaxed. I mean, in fact, in almost all the serious relationships I've had, even as a not so serious Christian, when I truly like a lady, she dictates what happens sexually. If she says no, I'll be fine.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Anyway, I know that about you.
So if she says no,
that's a girl that you really like.
Yes, that's my one of my personal meters for noting
to know that you like.
I really
so
like
the ones that will say no and you will still insist, those are the ones that from the beginning you knew that this was all you were after.
It's possible that I mean there has been instances like that in my past.
There has been instances.
Yeah.
Instances.
I don't know what you're counting, but it's not much.
Okay, no, because I really want to know, because you hear this from guys, like they'll tell you, oh, this one I just want to straff her, but this one na marriage material. Like, do you actually meet girls that, you know, everything in your mind is just that's the only thing you want to have? You don't really want to have a relationship with the person, you just feel like you want to sample her?
Yes.
In his old life, it's not that person anymore. Oh wait, are you that? Why am I speaking for you? Are you that person anymore?
No,
have you seen a girl since we got married and then?
God forbid bad.
It's a God forbid bad thing.
Yes, sir.
Oh, but are you being sincere? Because
I'm being sincere.
Why?
I was still
What
talking
changed?
with it on Friday.
You're not sexually attracted to any other person.
I think what led to the question was it was myself and Richardson that was talking about something. So I was just telling him that my marriage is almost 2 years, but I've not even walked near it. That the only thing is I can't say that I have not hugged a lady, because I have hugged people, but there's not been anything sexual between myself and any other woman. And it's not even like I'm holding myself back. It's that it's
not even a thought.
It's not within the horizon. So when it was like and I asked Ben, I said, Ben, you're also married. If you're not married and you're not a pastor or a Christian, do you think you'd be faithful? Would you think it would be easy? And I said, he does not even know what it means to be unfaithful, because from being a young age, even when he was really looking to get, you know, to do stuff like that, it never happened for him. So I was not saying, well, I remember that my pastor said that there are some of them that their destinies does not allow for them to do stuff like that. So even when they want to make the mistake, God will find a way to remove them. So he was telling me how he became president in church and all that one, when he went to serve, and he was thinking, so you know, you get all those things. So I was just talking I said it's not something that is within horizon. So but it's a function of different things though. Okay.
But yeah, so you were going to say it's a function of different. What is the difference? What makes you feel like, okay, this person is relationship material, this person is just sex material? What differentiates the ladies?
Okay, there are several things.
Okay.
Okay, one, some ladies ooze an immeasurable number or degree of sex appeal. Like when a guy sees them, and those girls will tell you, if they want to be real, to even fellow ladies, that they get prepositioned by anybody, anytime.
You know, but I used to be one of those people. No, so anybody that sees me at that time, for some reason, just wants to sleep with me, and I don't know why. Married men, single men, younger boys, older boys.
When did it change?
It never changed, even after I got married.
Okay, well.
So I feel like it's just like that. That's why honestly, because even, you know, I was having a conversation with my sister about it, and we weren't talking about it, she just made mention of it, you know. She's outside the country, her husband, you know, and all of that. She was just like, there's a reason why she doesn't get close to guys, and there's a reason why I don't have guy friends, because I know that there's hardly any guy that I've tried to be friends with that don't try to come on to me.
Well,
and it's not demonic. And I know girls like that, and there are other girls that the guys just want to be buddies with them, just friends, nothing more.
Did you get the point I'm making now? So I didn't even, I mean, I know that there is a spiritual perspective, but I didn't approach it from the spiritual perspective.
I'm not even saying spiritual. I don't even think it's spiritual. I just think that
there is that spirit too.
I know there's a spirit of seduction.
Yes. So,
and that's why I don't get close to married men. I don't have a male friend.
No, okay, so I'm just talking from how, fellow guys, when we interrelate about stuff like that, there's a reason why when a guy sees a girl and is just thinking, and you find out that almost all the guys that talk to her or in that vicinity, if you now want to talk, you'll just be saying, oh boy, oh boy, everybody's thinking along
no, but
that
is
line.
there something the girl is doing, or is there something you guys
sometimes
know? Those girls that you end up doing those things with,
sometimes,
or that you ended up doing those things with at the past, or your friends, what is it about them that usually give you that vibe?
Okay, this is the thing. At the risk of saying, exposing the so-called guys code, as guys,
we only have Jesus code on this channel.
Yes.
There's no guys code.
Okay. Guys talk more freely with each other about certain things. A guy can lie about his prowess or his number of conquests, but there are certain things that guy are forthright about. So that's why, for instance, if there's a lady that is very loose, you find out that guys will keep coming because they spread the story. That girl.
And then they'll be like, this girl, don't even go near her. Like, because I hear those things
yes,
too.
because they gist about it, so they talk about it. So oftentimes, and there's nothing that street boys like more than a free girl. So you would think that, because that's one of the reasons I was telling you about that thing we're first arguing about. You would think that because a lot of guys have slept with her, guys will be uninterested. It's a lie. Everybody go and collect their own.
But that's not the kind of person they want to get married to.
Of course not.
But it's the person that they just want to sleep
they
with.
will collect their own.
Because I know that so well.
But there are some people who's that appeal without more.
Without
they
even
don't.
trying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, some people are overtly seductive in their dressing.
So people who try to ooze that.
No, now this is the thing. I don't like to objectify women, but I mean, I've told you before that sometimes women ask for certain things subconsciously, not directly. So you're in a place that there are a lot of guys. You're in a conservative environment, for instance. You're not in a beach. If you're in a beach or you're by the swimming pool, it's okay to wear bikini and all that one. If you see any guy that is staring unduly at a lady, people will call him to order. But you go to certain places and wear certain kind of dresses. God blessed you with shapes and sizes, so you wear extremely tight clothes, short clothes and whatever. Guys will look at you that way. They don't have to want to.
It's just natural.
They will.
That's one thing that we don't want to talk about. Like we always say, oh, if a guy, now of course that it's not because a lady dresses anyhow,
it's not an excuse to
there is
touch
no
her,
rape,
talk to
there is no
her,
talk.
No,
because there are ladies who will cover their body from there to they are psychopaths.
Yes,
we are not talking about psychopaths. We're not talking about rapists. We're talking about a normal guy. So the way you dress, the way you present yourself, the way you flirt, the way you touch them, the way you talk to them, they know. And that's what you're trying to put out, right?
Yes, exactly. So it communicates different things. I'll speak from experience. I went to a single secondary school, so I didn't have experience with women, so I don't understand many things. But I remember when I was in SS1 or something, we're doing extra moral classes and all that. So for us guys, it means different. So a girl sits beside you in class during lesson today. Tomorrow she sits beside you. She gists and laughs with you. She touches you while talking. You think she likes you. So you go and ask her out.
Okay.
And the girl will tell you what? This one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Because what the girl is doing is just being friendly. But what she communicates to the guy is different. And she does not have to mean it that way. It's because by her nature, there are signals that we see or we think means this and that. So it took me a while to know that, okay, it doesn't mean anything.
Necessarily mean.
So it's just that same way that if a lady, if there's a reason why you see some men say they are not working with maybe female if they work late, or you see a person say, I don't want a female PA. Because I work till late in the night, and because there are certain things that
you have to discipline
you will
yourself.
see, and when you see it, it sends a message. Now it takes discipline and the grace of God, the Spirit of God, to ignore certain promptings, and that's why you avoid it. So if, for instance, I'm a boss in the office, I have some subordinates, and one of them wears some kind of clothes, I will not I will call her and tell her, don't wear this kind of clothes to this office. Simple. Because don't do you understand? Don't I mean I advise people. I cannot possibly have a meeting in the office with a female colleague or maybe subordinate at night and the door will be closed. It's impossible. I don't mean to. Of course, I know I'm not planning anything, but don't give room for any unnecessary
drama.
So
you know, it was like what the example pastor was sharing the other day about a lady that came to his office and she stripped herself naked. Right? Thankfully, he had this PA around and all of that.
No,
so
the one that the wife was even.
His wife was there. That's even a different story.
So
yeah. So there are some people that are just there because they just want to get you.
So generally, guys see stuff like that and it communicates certain things to them. So if you have certain things like that, certain body shape and size, a guy will see certain things. Now, natural as a child of God, as a disciplined person, you are not supposed to act on all your impulse.
Exactly.
So that one is there, that one is granted. So that may be responsible for all of those things. Then of course our culture has also taught us a lot of things. So it has taught us that just the same way you say when we say somebody's wife material or somebody's husband material, if you look at it very well, it's certain attitude that makes us call a person husband or wife material. So they say a man is husband material because he's responsible, he has a good job, he's aware of many things, you know, all of those things. Qualities that you look for in a male, in a home, a man. And when you look at the woman, they said she's good looking, she knows how to take care of the home. Do you understand?
Yeah,
so,
but I'm not talking from cultural perspective, I'm talking from just a guy's perspective.
I'm saying that all of those influences
how a
guy sees a girl and says this one
now for marriage,
this one is not for marriage.
Straffing. Okay, all right. So there's this saying that you know, and again, we are not excusing rape, we are not excusing because you feel it. It's just like when I'm hungry and I see somebody's food, no matter how hungry I am, I won't go and carry somebody's food and eat because it's not my own.
Exactly.
Okay.
You see someone else's money, the fact that I need money doesn't mean I go and
steal it.
But I'm aware that it's not my own, and I'm aware that I need money.
Exactly. So because we say, and I always say these are things that we don't want to talk about. We always, you know, hide behind the feminism and all of that. But we also need to be careful about how we present ourselves, because my husband said it from a guy's perspective. Guys are wired like that. The moment they see you,
we are driven by sight.
Let me tell you an example.
Sound.
And my husband will know, he will know. Let me expose him. So you know we are not cutting this video, so there's no me asking you for permission. I'm just using this to say that men are men. There was a time, I know my husband loves me. He has always, like, I knew I was the only one. Before we got married, there was a time where he came to visit me at NYC camp. Do you remember that day? You remember what happened? Right? And you know, we're just talking. Naturally, we're just talking and playing, right? And then, you know, NYC, we have our white shorts. And you know, you see these ladies that are yellow, and you know, this particular lady was fair and her bomb shot was bomb. Even me, a woman, I looked. I didn't say that, you know, even though I looked, okay, but you know, the fact that my husband was not drooling or was not overlooking, but he looked, and I'm like, I was so offended. How can you look at her? My husband say, am I not human being? No, I don't think so. It was just like, you know, it was like, oh, he wasn't really thinking about that. I say, oh, God, because I know that of course he doesn't have any ulterior motive, but it is just natural. So because we say that stealing is bad, it doesn't mean that when you know that armed robber is going, you don't leave your door open also when you are going out. You have to also lock your door, even though we know stealing is bad. So you also need to put some measure of, you know, of protection for yourself, right? So yeah, I think I agree with that. So the way you dress, the way you talk to guys, the way you go around, you know, then I used to have friends too that, you know, every time, and there's this particular lady now, you know, it's just so sad for me because I always tell her, don't present yourself as a sexual object to a guy, especially when you guys are still getting to know each other. And I don't know if this is right from you guys, because the moment you put sex first on the table, it's most likely that the only thing the guy and that's it. Because you feel like this girl, if she's already bringing and throwing herself at me at this time, then why do I want to marry that kind of person? How many guys is she throwing herself at? Am I right?
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes it
so when a girl comes to you and, you know, she's overly sexual and all of that, do you judge her? Being honest.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Like I told you even before we got married, I'm this kind of person that I can say confidently that it's difficult to seduce me if I don't like you. Because everything you're doing is nonsense in my head. And I keep, what's wrong with this one? But if I like you before, I go fall. Do you get the point? So it now depends on. But I was never this kind of person that whether I like you or not, or whether I was interested or not, I was going to take. No. Even then, when I was wilder, if I did not like you, if you like throw yourself from top to bottom, I will run away. Do you get? So, but that was just me. But I know a lot of guys that, oh boy, whether they like or not like, you give them. So
interesting.
It's just
so the way you present yourself is good. All right, I don't want us to go too far into this. Right, the second question I have here is that is there, for we women, we have certain times of the month. Stop looking at the question. We have certain times of the month where we are, we are hot, we are heavy, our ovulation period most times. Right, I know those times for me too.
Yes.
Do you guys have those periods too?
Yes.
When is those periods?
Well, the thing is, it's not measurable because we don't have a cycle. But every guy will always know a particular time that is extra sensitive.
Do you have hormones in your body?
Of course we do.
Testosterone, I know that, but
yes,
like for us, there is a reason why, because our body is preparing to give birth to children, and we have all these hormones. We are feeling sexual and everything. I'm talking about, I know you guys, you are always sexual, like majority of the time. You are always, all of that. But is there a time where it is like overwhelming,
yes, that's what I'm saying.
That nothing aided it?
Yes, let's say for instance now, you're a young man, you've never had, or even if you've had sex, but for a reason you're abstaining and you've not had it for a long time, you would agree with me there are certain times in that your body is extra sensitive. You're not thinking it, but even you may not even have, at least I can say with confidence that you may not have erection. But you know that you are on the verge of arousal.
Sometimes just touch you like this.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So there are periods like that.
But it's not like a regulated thing.
I don't, because you don't have a cycle.
Yeah,
I think it's your cycle that makes it easy for you to measure it as a female. But us guys, we don't have anything like that. So you won't note the dates or the time, or maybe.
But if it's something that happens monthly, you would know.
It happens monthly, but you don't pay. That's what I'm telling you. Without
for me, I just feel like you guys are always sexual.
No.
Really,
it's true that, and
there's nothing that triggers it. You didn't watch anything, you didn't see anything, your mind was not there, your body just started doing you like that.
Yes, now Shebi, okay.
Guys, let me know in the comment section.
I was telling you one day, I think last month or something, that I was wondering if something was wrong with me.
Oh yeah.
So for a period, the difference is that it's not even regardless of your state of arousal or whether you're in that mood, as a guy you are programmed to respond fast.
Interesting.
So regardless of how you feel, if there is chance, that's why you see that
fast.
Yes,
not for us women that you will still have to walk your way to make us.
That's why you see that. Even I think you've even told me, or I was watching one of these YouTube channels that she was saying that sometimes you just go and bath, or she want to do something, you just ask her husband, do you want? And the guy say yes, because the guy knows that the day he wants it truly, he may not have it.
Get it. So I understand. Okay. All right. So this other thing is, when guys always say that I will have blue balls. What exactly? Is it really true that if a guy does? No, I know blue balls are real, but is it because you're not having? All right, go ahead.
What was that?
So I was asking about blue balls.
Okay.
So I know blue balls is real, right? But is it really because you hear guys using that as an excuse to say, oh, if we don't have sex, I'm going to have blue balls, and stuff like that. Is it that often? Is it really that like?
I think it depends on the person. I don't think,
because I know a lot of guys use that thing to lie.
Yes, they use it to lie.
Have you used it to lie before?
No, I've never bothered.
Yeah,
I told you now. I don't used to. There are some things I never did even as a young guy.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do stuff like that. But this is the thing. Blue ball is real. It just depends on your body. I think I told you before that even then, all the time, I don't think I've ever experienced it more than 2 or 3 times all my life. But that's my system. But I know other people who experience it more often or more frequently?
No, because this is it. This is what I know about guys, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. They always say that, you know, there are times when your body is full and you need to exit.
You have tummy will be paining you.
And they used to say tummy pain there. So tummy does not pain there. That one is a lie. Because they'll be like, I'm already standing, so you have to help me.
This is the thing. This is
help me, or else we have blue balls. Like, what kind of lie, stupid lie from hell is that?
Like I think I explained to you one time that when a guy gets aroused, the sperm enters the scrotal sac, and the more aroused he is, the more volume that gets pumped, and so what it does going to the scrotal sac is getting ready to be shot out. Now, if the guy does not release it, depending on how filled the sac is, he can feel pain. So depending on his system, if let's say he was making out, he was in a make-out session or all those ones, or for a long time, the chances are he may have blue balls. Yes, the chances are very high. However, nature has its way of regulating it.
That's what I was going to say.
So if he has blue balls, it's a very painful thing, though.
I know.
Very, very painful.
But so it's something that happens every time.
So if he does not do it and he can bear the pain, after a while, the next time he goes to pee, he's going to pass it out.
I know that even for some guys, when they are sleeping,
2-3 times. It may pass it. No, when you are sleeping is when your body is full naturally. You are not having seminal emission. Is nature's way to reduce. Yes, so that one is your body is full.
And that's what I'm saying, that if your body, I'm saying that your body already has a way of regulating itself, that when when it gets to a certain point, it releases it by yourself.
Yes, I'm saying there are two different circumstances. And yes, if you didn't do anything about it, your body is going to regulate. You may not even know. If you're not having seminal emission, you piss it out. You just may not notice. But if you get engaged in some other sexual activities and all that, yes, that's
so when you're already kissing and romancing and all of that, and the thing has entered the thing, but it did not now come outside, then it hurts them, or they have
it can be very painful.
I see. Interesting. But then when guys always say that,
it's not something you have experienced, so I can always use it as an excuse. Do you get the idea?
Yeah.
So and naturally women are programmed to be sympathetic, so men just capitalize on that and can be manipulative about that.
Yeah, because I feel like some guys are just
a lot of guys
they are lying. There's nothing wrong with them.
A lot of guys do it. Okay,
and I think this video is already getting too long, but the question I have here is it true that most guys don't want to wait to have sex?
I don't know.
You don't know? From the guys that you have been around, is it always a problem for them, do you think?
Okay, the reason I say I don't know is now. I don't know of things now.
No, I'm talking about in your own time. Was it always a problem, like, oh, she's a virgin? Okay, let's even ask it together. Is virginity a problem for guys?
Depending. When we were much younger, of course, as of that time, things were a bit different. So the chances you meet a virgin was a lot higher. So as a young person who had never done anything, when we run away from them, because I don't really know what to do. You too, you don't know what to do. So
but that was when you were younger.
Yes.
No, I'm talking about a guy who's serious about settling down and getting married.
Well, now a guy who is serious about settling down and getting married will most likely realistically go for a virgin. Now that's aside, as a Christian and all that, they'll go for a virgin because of the security, the safety, the knowledge that this is an untested water and all that. So I'm the first, I'm the author and the finisher and all that. And the assurance that the person had never, done anything. So most guys will go for.
Okay, let's even leave virginity aside. What about people who just want to be celibate? Is it a problem for guys generally to wait before having sex? Or, because this is the way I see it, a guy who likes you enough, who really wants to get married to you, right, would most likely wait for you because they feel you're worth waiting for. right? However, a guy that does not really feel so highly, that's my own thought, and you can correct that. A guy that does not really, is not really sure yet if you are even the one, right? Would say, I beg, if you know you cannot do it, then I can't, we have to do it for me to be able to marry you.
Yeah. You are more right than you can be wrong about this, because it's true. If a guy is really ready to settle down, he would wait. If he truly likes a lady, the chances are he will wait. However, I'm afraid that we are approaching this thing too liberally, like from a liberal standpoint, because this is the thing. By natural programming, men will want to have sex.
Okay.
What keeps us? It's religion, discipline, and many other things. But naturally, at our basest instinct, we want to do it. But our body tells us, everything around us tells us, go on and do this. Now, but when religion comes in and you find yourself as a Christian and you understand what the Bible says about stuff like that, it becomes a bit more easier to control and all that. So yes, in that wise, guys will most likely want to marry a virgin.
I see. However, but their guys will run away from virgins.
Yes.
Why
true.
is that?
Okay. I'm yet to meet a Christian that runs away from I'm yet to meet a morally upright person that will run away from a virgin. 9 out of 10 times, any guy that runs away from a virgin for marriage, it's probably because of his own perversity. It's
perversity, or his inexperience, or maybe he's scared or something. Because
no, wait. It depends. Are you asking like a guy who has never done it before?
No, I'm asking generally, guys.
Generally, a guy that runs away from virgin.
Because you were telling me that you know certain guys that.
Yes,
but not to
I
marry.
didn't want to approach from that perspective. That's why I have avoided that. But this is the thing: for a guy that, not to marry,
to marry, it's only a Christian will have no problem. Okay. It's non-Christians that, or not active Christian, whose by their faith life is not as strong as it should be. They are the one that will run, and for different reasons. They may run because of the inexperience in quotes, because the lady may not know enough about the ways of the world in order to wow them or make them feel and all those ones. So that's a factor that plays. But I think it's still a trick of the devil anyway, because anyone can learn a thing depending on the time that is invested in learning it. Okay, all right, okay. So I think that question is there's a lot of layers to it. Okay?
Yes.
When you met me,
yes,
was me I think I told you on
yes. I asked
that
you
I hadn't had sex before. You asked me.
Me, I know the waste time.
Okay, well, you were telling me about your escapades, and then I told you basically that it hasn't happened. Was that like a determining factor for you?
Not at that time.
Okay.
Not at that time.
Because I remember there was a time. Stop doing your eyes, scratching your eyes.
Okay, sorry.
Because I remember there was a time that we were traveling. I know I've told you this thing, but you said you don't remember saying it because you were actually sleeping then. When we were traveling for the first time, when I came to meet you and we're traveling to Akure to see your parents, you made a statement to me that I can never forget. You said that, I hope you know that the reason I'm with you is not because you're a virgin. And the next time I reminded you of that, you said you didn't say that.
I can't even
because I know you have memory issues. But that's what I'm asking.
No, the reason I'm saying that to you is because at the same time, I think I've been around enough to know that a lot of ladies they reduce their worth to their virginity. It becomes all that they are. It becomes all that they consider as their value. So maybe that's what I was trying to say. Then it doesn't mean that it doesn't matter to me or I don't like that fact. Do you get? But I probably was trying to tell you that don't think that that's the only thing that is important about you to me and all that and all that. But
was it a determining factor for you? Like, okay, this is the person. She looks like a responsible person.
He had that to it.
But if I wasn't,
he had that to it. This is the thing.
If I wasn't, would you have?
I liked. Yes, I liked if you remember, one of the first things that I found attractive, even when I spoke to you, was I told you that I looked through all your stuff.
Yeah.
And I found out that this person knows what they are doing. They are driven, they are passionate, and all that. And if you remember, I told you that almost all the ladies I have dated before those times, at least that I was serious about, I was the one pushing them. And it was draining. So it was a breath of fresh air meeting someone who knew what they were doing. So I don't have to push this person. Oh my God. It was the first thing.
You.
Do you get? Yeah. It was the first thing that I first noticed. If when we talked and we got to know each other, if I had known that you were not one or something, it probably would not have worried me. As long as certain things are in place.
Such as, I've no.
No.
It's personally.
No, so as long as certain things are in place, but at that point, it was just like an addition. I could not possibly have known when I mean, you know, and started talking to you and all that. It was, if you remember, it was much later in our talk that I now asked you about it, and you said, "This is your stand. This is one." I was like, "Well, what that?"
Because I know the reason I asked is because even in as much as you said that statement to me, I had never forget those things, right? I know there was a time that, you know, after we got married, and, you know, there was a time that, you know, the action was going on, and don't worry, they already know that we do it.
Jesus Christ.
You know, and then, you know, you made a statement that, you know, you were really happy that you are the only one, blah 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 blah. You understand that? So at the end of the day, I think what I've gotten from this particular question is that it's an added value,
yes,
right, to guys that, you know, this person is chased. I mean, we didn't have trust issues, we were apart, right? I mean, there's no way to validate for a guy. Is there a way to validate for a guy if he's a virgin?
I think
have you ever lied to a girl that you were a virgin?
No,
never. Interesting.
There's no need.
Anyways, because some guys do that. They're like, me too, I'm a virgin.
I know.
And then they are the ones
I have a friend that anything you tell him that you are, he's also
the same.
Once you say yeah, he's also a virgin. If you say you are not, he's not a virgin. If you say he's done it once, you tell he has
done it only once.
Anything you say, he repeats
guys
the same
and
thing.
Lies. The next guy I'm going to ask us, why do you guys lie? But time has gone. We'll talk about it.
No.
I want us to talk about this in another video, right? We'll do a video about why guys don't take you seriously. Why guys don't take you seriously. It will be out on the 7th of August. And it's out on 7th of August for a reason, right? You will get to know that on that day, right? So watch out for that video. No, not today. We'll shoot it another time.
Okay.
Do you want us to shoot it today? You're already in the mood. Is it your body?
No, I'm just thinking.
To edit this video and upload it.
Okay.
All right, guys. So yes. So what I was saying initially, that what I got from this conversation is the fact that, you know, being a virgin is an added value because it really makes things easy for you. There is no trust issues that you're facing. There is no, at least that's what I believe, right? There is no. It makes your love extra. But because you're not a virgin does not mean that you won't find someone that would love and treasure you all the same. That's why I asked him the question that if I was not a virgin, would he have still gone for me? And yes, because he didn't approach me because he thought I was one. He just approached me basically because he saw what he liked and all of that, right? So, and again, I have met with girls. We'll talk about those in this other video we want to shoot, because there's a lot of controversies around this issue with, you know, girls. You know, we'll talk about that. If you want to know what I want to talk about, we'll talk about it in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, my assistant, my honorable assistant, the best PA ever. It was your pleasure.
It's my pleasure to be of service.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much. If you like this video, please like it, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Make sure you share this video. Let me also know what you guys think. You guys, what my husband said, do you agree, do you disagree? I want to know in the comment section below. All right, guys, until we meet again, my name is Victoria Ayodele Fash, and this is my PA
Wole Ayodele Fash,
and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.